Hello, welcome to the final day of the Her Empire Builder launch week. Thank you so much to everybody who has played along this week and showed their support and been sharing all of the content and commenting so that I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself here on the screen. I very much appreciate you and how you've played along this week, and hopefully whether you've joined or not joined, you have had some good tips to go into your business and it's inspired you to go a bit bigger too. But for my final one today, what I wanted to show you was behind the scenes and what it actually looks like from our members portal. So when you are a part of Her Empire Builder, you're part of the whole Mastermind ecosystem. So it's not a course, it's more an experience with that. So in Her Empire Builder, we have a masterclass first, we have a guest expert session, we have accountability calls, and then we've got a ton of stuff in between that fills those holes. But one of the points is for you to be able to work on the business behind your online course so that you can actually grow wherever you're at. So we have some people in our mastermind that are pre-launch, that are getting ready for their first ever live launch. We've got some people that are going to hit $1 million next year, and we've got everybody in between. So we've got to have enough of the information to be able to cater for that. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of a sneak peek behind the curtain so that you can see how that works. Now, I will say again, every day this week, we are running a competition for Live Launch Week. If you haven't filled it in yet, go to tinatower.com/win because at the end of today, like in half an hour, we will be drawing the prize and you'll go into the draw to win this, a Rode podcast mic. Oh my God. So if you haven't gone into that yet, go to tinatower.com/win. And if you are thinking of joining Her Empire Builder, your time is nearly ran out. We close doors at 6 p.m. Sydney time tonight. So there's a couple of time slots left this afternoon if you haven't applied already, that you can book in a call at herempirebuilder.com. But otherwise, let me give you a sneak peek here. I can see people watching, but no one said hello yet other than Jara. So if you want to go in that competition, tinatower.com/win in there. So say hello in the comments so that I can see you there. All right, let me share the screen. So when you first log into Her Empire Builder, you will see your dashboard here, which has got all of our information with how to join everything. And then we have our categories information here. Hi, Natalie. How you going? Hi, Natalie. Hi, Marguerite. Marguerite's been here every day. You're in the competition as well, I think. So these are our categories here. Now, our categories are the main things that we work on in the mastermind. So when you first come in, you go into your Start Here module, which is to kind of catch you up and give you a really good base, a foundation. But then it's going, what do you need to work on next? So when we do our 30-day accountability calls and when we do our 90-day action plans, it identifies which parts of your business you need to focus on so that every month you can be better than before. And so they're kind of broken into the category that you need to be able to work in. So if we take online courses, for example, so if we jump into there, we've got tons and tons of things about online courses. So you've got my launch debrief. So every time I close launch, I do a full debrief for our clients that shows what our conversion rates was, what our email copy was, what everything is, so that you can copy and paste it and interpret it into your own business as well. So you can see here, launch email templates, how to use those, evergreen funnels. We've got James Wedmore's launch strategies in there that he ran for us, lead magnets, offers, everything that we need to be able to do in there. And it goes down, you can either see through categories, or you can see just how much we've got in here. So like live events, how to do speaking, how to do selling from webinars, how to design webinars. And we have, when I say we've got the resources, I mean we got the resources. So like if we look at content marketing, for example, let me look at the category way here, because I don't like using the sidebar. It's nice if you want to have a look through, but I find it easier to use this way with the categories. And then if we look at content marketing and we go, all right, I want to create more content. How can I create more content in less time? So we've got repurposing content. Now I've got a masterclass with how to actually do everything, because a big point of what I do is not to just get you all excited and all pumped up and go, all right, I'm ready. What do I actually do though? One of my biggest points is to be able to give you the how, to be able to hit play and know exactly how to get those results. And so, we've got how to do your content, but then we've also got our resources here for your 7-day content planning Canva template. Click here. And it's not just PDFs. We give you the Canva template so that you can actually adapt them and adjust them into your own business as well. You've got your worksheet, you've got your transcript, you've got your sound bites, you've got your resource list. Everything that you need to be able to do is in there. Hi, Haley, how you going? So these are all our pre-recorded videos that we have in there, and there's things on absolutely everything. I'm very big on profitability, so we've got a lot in the money section, team, all of that sort of thing. The other thing I wanted to show you was our playbook. So our playbook is this. So what that looks like in print, you get one in print and you also get one digitally, so that you've got in the one place everything that we use to run our digital online course business. So this is kind of like your playbook / resources there. And it has, like, you can see everything here. We're grouped into those same categories, and you've got a checklist for absolutely everything. Your customer journey. So if you want to look at your customer journey and you go, all right, what do I need to do? So what's going to be my level 1? How am I going to get people into my world? How are we going to show people who we are? How are we going to show them what we've got, that we've got that credibility? How are we going to show them that we know what we're talking about? How are we going to get results? And then how are we going to get that ascension model for those offers in there as well? So we have all of those resources and then the videos to match each of these resources, so you can actually see how to implement them as well. So like, take webinar, for example, how to run a webinar. It's not just one thing to go, get excited and be able to share it, but we want to go, all right, this is how you plan out your webinar. This is how you set up your funnel for the webinar. Have step-by-step videos with how to actually do that either you can do if you're DIYing, or you can give it to your assistant if you want them to be able to do. We've got your checklist for how to run your webinar, so how to plan it, how to design it, your emails to set up, on Kajabi what you've got to do, what to do to promote, what to do on Zoom, what to do when you're actually running the webinar, what to do after the webinar. So you can see we've got a ton of resources in there. And so when someone asks me, yesterday I got asked, I want to start a podcast. Have you got something for that? It's like, hell yeah, I got something for that. I got a whole list of how to do it, where to set up, how to get it all going. We've got challenges, we've got lead magnet pipelines, we've got email swipe copy from all the sales emails that I send. This is just part 1. We have 2 parts for that. So that gives you a little bit of an indication around what is inside the Her Empire Builder program and resources. And so we like to give as much information as we can, which we know can be overwhelming sometimes when you get a lot of information, like, oh my gosh, where do I even start? And that is why we have high accountability. That is why we have a whole lot of touch points, so that we can work out what is your lane? What is the thing that you need to be doing next in your business? And how can we give you the resources and the tools to enable you to do that? So if you've been following along on our email list, my husband used the analogy of Bunnings and we're like the online businesswoman's Bunnings. You don't buy everything all at once, but you come in and you go, all right, what tools do I need for my next project? And then when you get those tools and you implement them and you build that next project, you can try a bigger project and a bigger one and a bigger one and a bigger one until you're like building the whole house. So I loved that analogy and I was like, oh my God, that's so good. All right, so let me know if you've got any questions, or if you have not registered yet, go to tinatower.com/win if you want to go into the competition to win yourself a Rode podcast mic, and we will be drawing that when we get to the end of it as well. So a little bit of a recap of what we have actually inside Her Empire Builder, because sometimes when you're on the outside looking in, you can be going, okay, well, what actually is a mastermind and how much exposure do I get? And what is it actually like when you're on the inside with that as well? And you can come to member chats. We've got a lot of those member chats of our members talking every afternoon in the last week. So they're all on my IGTV if you want to go and check them out. But to give you an indication, so we have masterclass on the first Tuesday of every month at 9 a.m. Then the second Tuesday, we have our guest expert session, and we have a focus every month. So this month, we're all about offers. And so last week, I ran my masterclass. This morning, actually, just got off 20 minutes ago, we had our guest expert session with Michael Maidens, who is an absolute offers expert. We're sharing his perspective. So someone that can kind of give a different perspective to what I can, who is a expert in that exact silo. And then we have our mindset sessions. So we have Stephanie, who is a coach from Brooke Castillo's Life Coach School, who runs that on the third week of every month, so that we can really, because business is, after all, a mind game. And we really want you to be able to dip into that and going, are you feeling like you're procrastinating too much, or are you getting bogged down by self-doubt, or, you're feeling like everything's too hard, or what is it that's holding you back, and how can we get that unlocked so that you're not holding yourself back anymore, and so that you're really stepping into who you want to be. So we have mindset sessions for that. Then on the last week, we have our accountability calls, and these are the things that I think are so pivotal in getting the results for our customers, is having that space where we see you. So you're not just lost in the crowd kind of thing. We take notice when you're there, and if you're not there, we will actually follow you up and say, hey, how you doing? Where are you? So people either love or hate accountability calls, depending on how you're wired. And it's whether or not, you can see that and go, do you like the pressure? Does that help you perform? And I would always say, if you're someone who doesn't like that pressure, then my mastermind's definitely not going to be the place for you, because we're very results orientated. People are coming and joining Her Empire Builder because they're ready to go big. They may not have the tools yet. They may not have the know-how or really the strategic plans, but they know that they're made for more, and they want to find how to actually get there. And so we need that motivation to be able to come to those accountability calls every month, and be able to go, hey, this is what I'm working on. This is where I'm stuck. We get you unstuck. We set the goals for the following 30 days, and up we go. So feel free to ask me any questions as we're going. We're very quiet in the chat box here. So ask me anything in there. So we've got those. They're the core parts of our program. Then we have our 90-day planning sessions. So 90-day planning sessions go for 6 hours, so they're quite meaty, but it's really important, because I find a lot of business owners don't actually take that helicopter view of their business. They don't actually go up and go, all right, how can I get out of the weeds, get out of the doing, and really look at this pragmatically, look at this from a big picture point of view, and go, what do I want to do? What offers do I want to present in the next quarter? When am I going to launch? Then what marketing do I need to do to get people ready for that? Do I need to do a podcast? Do I need to be on other people's podcasts? What is it that you're going to do? And you make a really good plan for that. And we look at all of the different areas, so that we look at your course offerings, we look at your finances, we look at your marketing plans, we look at your team plan, everything in between. We get to look at that. So we do that every 90 days. The last one of the year is in person, which is very, very fun. And then we have our retreats once a year as well. So every year in June in Australia and in April in the US, we have our retreat. So next year is happening in Uluru and Palm Springs, which I cannot wait for. And that is exclusive to members only. So it's not, we don't open up and say, all right, you can just come along. You've got to be able to be a member to be able to come to that. So it's the only way that we get to do it. So that is one of the most, I think that's the most fun part. That's a really good part in there. Then what else do? We do Kajabi sessions, which, you can either come along to, or you can get your assistant to come along to, depending on who's doing your setup of your Kajabi work in there as well. So there's a lot there. It's like a buffet. So yeah, you can take what you need when you need it. All right, this is our last call for our competition for winning the Road podcast mic and other stuff too that I don't have next to me. We've got a copy of my book, $1 Million Micro Business. We've got a Her Empire Builder drink bottle and a hat as well. So if you haven't gone in that already, go to tinatower.com/win. We will close that in about 2 minutes. So do that one nice and quickly. And if you want to apply for Her Empire Builder, the time is nearly out for that. So you can go to herempirebuilder.com. The process is you fill in the application form, and then you'll be taken straight through to book a 15-minute time slot with me, which finishes today. So this is the kind of last call to be able to jump into that if you want to be able to be a part of it. In your courses, is there a module on creating a membership? Yes. So we look at doing short courses or memberships in there as well. And then we look at the offers for both high cost, low volume, and then low cost, high volume as well. So you get to decide like what's going to be right for you. And this is something that is both the good part, but also the hard part is I don't teach in a way that this is the only way to set your business up. This is the only way to set your membership up. This is the only way to do a launch. Like that's just, not true. There's different things for different people. So for you, Haley, when you're looking at doing your membership, like I've got a premium product that is high touch point. You might have low cost that's high volume. And so we look at what does your target market want? How do we pull that together? We've got an offer menu for memberships where you go, okay, there's like 25 things there. What things are you going to pull out that's not only going to be right for your offer, but also suit your lifestyle as well? Because for some people, they go, they may have a live component as part of their offer and they're running live weekly sessions, but maybe they want to travel around the country and not have to show up live, or they're not going to be near internet reception. So you want to look at it from your lifestyle as well and go, how can I sustain this for years to come? And if it doesn't look sustainable, then how can you adjust the pricing or the offer and the package to reflect what you are offering in there as well? So yeah, we definitely go through all of that and how to actually craft your offer, whether it's for a short course or a membership or a high volume or a low volume in there too. So yeah, we've got covered on that. Does anyone have any other questions, or should we go straight through and draw our prize offer? Let me get the screen up for drawing the prize so that I'm all ready to be able to do that. So yes, if you have not applied already, you can go to heremparebuilder.com. Doors close in 6 hours. 6 hours. My goal for this launch was to get to 100 members. That was the goal that we set at the beginning of this year. And this is our last launch for the year. So we kind of had to hit it now. And we are currently just welcomed in our 98th member. So I'm very excited. We should definitely hit it, which is always very exciting when you make goals and have different things in there as well. So yeah, I'm pretty super stoked with that. All right. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Okay. Jara's just getting that all ready for me. There is so much value. I mean, look, our Mastermind is not a low cost thing. It's $9.97 Australian or $7.99 US a month. So it's not exy. But it's not cheap either. But the point is you're getting massive value and a massive ROI. And that is what I always tend to look at, is going, if someone pays me a certain amount, I want to make sure that I can give enough resources that people can implement that and produce those results in there as well. And that's always how I've designed everything that I've been able to do. So super exciting to be able to do that in there as well. All right, any other questions coming through? You don't have to ask me questions about the mastermind. You can ask me any questions about business things, whatever you like in there, just pop them in the comments box. I'll be able to do it. I'm all ready to draw our winner, I think. Let me just double check. Yes, it is ready. Okay, hang on to your hats. All right, let's tap it here. And the winner of the Road Podcaster Mic is, who's it going to be? Oh, Christina Story. And you know what? Christina is one of our new members. She joined the Mastermind like 2 days ago or yesterday. So Christina, you win a podcast mic, which means now you have to start a podcast. And we've got you covered with that. Thank you so much to everyone playing along in Launch Week. We've got one live left this afternoon at 3 p.m. I'm bringing several of our members on together on Instagram Live so that they can have a chat and share their stories, and you can see what types of wonderful ladies are part of her Empire Builder already. Yay, Danny. Danny joined us last night as well. Welcome, Danny. We're so happy to have you here. All righty, everyone. Have the best day, and I will see you on IG Live this afternoon if you're tuning in for that. And if you do want to apply for her Empire Builder, there's only a few hours left. So go to herempirebuilder.com. Thank you so much. Bye.